On July 1st, I got my Silverado EV RST. I have done some towing with it, towed the solar trailer version 2. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But there are a lot of positives, a lot of things I like about the Silverado EV, and some things I don't. So let's get to it. So today I'm going to do my 2-month review of the things I like and don't like with the Chevy Silverado RST. It's a rainy day. I'm very close to finishing up Solar Trailer 2. I'll do a review of this as well, but I have 2 inverters running in parallel, EG4 6000 XPs. So now I have 50 amps of service that I can charge from. Oops, those are my fingers. Because I have a NEMA 1450 in there. And they're only 25 amps of service each. So now I have 50 amps. But charging with the at-home level 2 charger, it has fewer controls on it than, for instance, the Tesla. And those are the things I'll talk about. And I'll show you one of my dislikes right now. All right. So first I'll show you charging with my Tesla. You can adjust the number of amps, which is important when you're charging from a 6,000 watt inverter that only outputs 25 amps. That's why I had to add the second inverter to Solar Trailer 2. The charger that comes with the Silverado EV, on a side note, Teslas don't come with them anymore, but the Silverado EV and the other Chevy products do, it charges at 240 volts, 32 amps. Well, with one 6,000 watt inverter, it only puts out 25 amps, so I can't use that charger with Solar Trailer version 2 unless you add a second inverter. But I had another solution which I'd already explored, and that is to get a ChargePoint home charger. It's very nice, and you can adjust the amps. I know this is supposed to be my Silverado EV review, but I'm just giving you options. I'm going to get back to that, but here is my ChargePoint controller, and you can see I have the ability to change the amps. So if you only have a 6,000 watt inverter, this could be a solution for you. I'm really confused at what Chevy did here. It has 4G connectivity to the vehicle. So why, when I refuse to buy OnStar, am I not able to find charging locations anymore? They tied it to OnStar. So they're going to extort you to have the ability to find chargers in your EV and make you buy that service. I refuse to. Now I'll use an app or Google Maps to find these. I don't use any utility service charging. That's Solar Wagon. Again, a video if you care to check it out. But Solar Wagon now is just simply my charger. So here I'm using a level 2 charger, 50 amps on that 12,000 watt inverter. Well, this is my first Chevy, and I'm confused. Again, there is 4G connectivity to the vehicle, but when you want to start the vehicle, lock the vehicle, unlock the vehicle, there's a long press you have to do. You can see it says the command was sent, but it may take minutes for it to unlock. Why aren't they using 4G to send these commands? And I'm assuming, going to space and back? I don't know how it's communicating or why it's taking so long. If I do that with my Tesla, it's immediate. So I promise that was the last dislike. So what do I like? Everything else. I like the fact that the range advertised is the range you get, highway speed. And I got in excess of 500 miles of range when I traveled from Union City, Pennsylvania through secondary roads, through Cook's Forest, down through Punxsutawney. I was averaging 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour. I have 205 kilowatt hours of storage. I love that about this vehicle. I love the fact I have a full-size truck and I don't have to pay for any gas. That's Solar Trailer version 1, charging things up. I have a little AC in there, really just using it for storage, and it runs a lot of service in my home. So that is a huge plus. In some of the videos on my channel here, I had shown some pictures of my property being struck by lightning, a lot damaged, a lot of my solar damaged. One of the things I had to repair was the very first array I'd put together got fried, so I took the rest of the panels from Solar Trailer 2 and built a new array on the top of my hill out back. And I ran all my power tools right off my Silverado. I love it. Here's that new array. I'd like to do a drone video of all my solar I have now. It's amazing how much I have. If you watched some of the prior Solar Trailer 2 videos, you'll know I'm going to try to take the Silverado EV, towing Solar Trailer 2 from Pennsylvania to Florida, destination friend's house, and I want to do it for free. That's not to say I'm going to do it completely off of solar, but I'll take advantage of any free charging locations on the way and detail the journey. So my hope is that I can do it timely, but I'm going to do a dry run. There's free charging in Pennsylvania as a result of the VW lawsuit where billions in fines were collected. Well, what Pennsylvania did with some of that money was put in place free charging locations at state parks. I'm from Erie originally, so I'm going to go up there and charge for free and try to get a timeline on how long these things are going to take, because every 300 to 350 miles I'm going to have to stop and charge, and I want to have an idea how long those chargings will take. Additionally, I want the ability to move power from the battery box to the Silverado and back. So it's easy to get it from the battery box to the Silverado, just use an inverter, and I have two. But to get the power from the Silverado into the batteries, that's going to take well, there's a couple ways I could do it, but I'm buying a chargeverter. It'll be here Monday. And I can be charging at a free charging stop. And also, potentially, I don't know, I could do it at the same time, but I could be drawing power from the power base, I think they call it, into the battery box at 100 amps with this EG4 chargeverter. So if you like this kind of content, nerdy stuff, please subscribe, like the video if you did. If not, I'll try to do better. Have a good day, and thanks for sticking with me to the end of the video. Next Solar Trailer video may come out tomorrow, and I'll show my progress. It's almost done.